Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden Fashion. Today we're going to do a story, and this story is going to be about the Christmas. So something related to this. So Jerry was a man in the story. So Jerry lived a very good life. Jerry basically had everything. He had a great job. They had a son who was all grown up, and Jerry was an accountant, and his son was accountant too. And the father and son had a big accounting firm with few other people. They had a very established business, and his wife Nina wasn't home most of the time. She was a good housewife, and she didn't need it to work because Jerry made a lot of money, so she just stayed as a rich wife and had a good time with her friends and family and all that. So as life was going smooth and everything, and Jerry always noticed that even though he had everything, so his good friend Rocky would call him once in a while, and whenever Rocky calls Jerry, Jerry will talk, yeah, everything's fine, business is doing fine, lots of money, bought my third car, my fourth house, and so on and so forth, and a big house and furniture and cars. But seemed like Rocky would get the feeling that Jerry was never really happy. Had everything but never happy. So he would ask Jerry that, man, you got everything, but I get a feeling that you're not happy. And I say, yeah, because it's boring, What do you do when you get everything now? It's nothing else to do. When I was little, I had to finish my education. So I finished high school. And then I had to finish college because I had to look forward to something to do, something in life. And I finished the college. And then once I finished that, I had this rush to get a good job. Did that. So then I did that, the college, and hope for a good job. After I did the college, then I had to go look for a job, and I found the job, then wanted to have my own business established, and eventually did that. After that, the marriage, then the son, then the raising him, everything, there was something next look forward to. But at this point, when I got everything, there's just nothing to look forward to. So Rocky realized that Jerry needs something new. I said, okay, let's take a few days off and I'm gonna go to a new place to show you something. So he agreed and he gave everything to his son, like you take care now, and there are many people in the farm, so say all of you take care, I'm gonna take a few days off. So he went with Rocky, and Jerry and Rocky, they went, and they went to on a hunting trip. They went for hunting, deer hunting. So then they did deer hunting and stayed in a cabin, in a forest cabin, and then like having really good time, enjoying. And then as they were deer hunting, then they saw there was this little tiny little hut which was in the middle of the forest, and there was nothing there. So they got curious, and they were very thirsty, and they got a little bit injured too while deer hunting and running around. So they said, let's go see in this hut what's there and see if we can drink some good water. So they went, and saw this cute little hut, and they knock on the door. I mean, there was nothing much of a door, like this wooden door. So they knock and ask if anybody there. And then they saw from that a priest came out. So they said, oh, we didn't think anybody is there, but we're very thirsty and we're deer hunting, and it's kind of gotten late and dark and we came in the daytime. Now we cannot find the road, so if we cannot find the road, we cannot find our car where we parked it. So we thought that we'll just drink some water and see which way, if you tell us which way to go so we won't get lost in the forest. And then the priest said that it would be very difficult for them to find their car in the dark and be very dangerous because dark nighttime animals might come out. So it's best that they would just spend the night in that hut and next morning they go. So at this, Jerry and Rocky said, spend the night here? Isn't barely happening. Then the police said, no, I have everything. And they were like, we can literally see that you don't have anything, so I don't know why you're saying you have everything. So he said, so then the priest made some rice and some greens. So he gave them some greens and some rice and some potato, and on top of it little bit of ghee. And they were never used to eating this kind of food because they really, according to them, very healthy and expensive food, and it was the first time. So they were very suspicious about eating this kind of thing. But anyway, they were hungry and tired, so the priest gave them water in little tin can, like this kind of glasses made out of tin, the metal is tin. So and then he had some mud glasses to clay glasses. So he gave them some clay glasses water and kept the water in a clay pot, and then also he gave them some in a clay plate, some rice, some ghee, some potato and some green leaves shorted. So they ate that and it really tasted good, and they were amazed at how tasty this food was. They never had this tasty good food. And after that, the priest made them a bed, and this bed was on top of a hay. There were a lot of hay, and on top of the hay, he had one blanket, another blanket for putting in the body, and he had some folded towels as pillows. And he gave them to sleep on that, and then the priest slept in one corner with two little towels. And they were like, why you sleep like that? And he said, it's okay, you guys sleep there because you're not used to it and I'm used to it. So they slept, and then the priest woke up early in the morning, 4 a.m. when the chickens are calling, and at 4 a.m. priest woke up, and then he got some coconut water and he drank some coconut water with a piece of lemon, and he kept those for Rocky and Jerry, and Rocky and Jerry got up and they had the best night's sleep. They never imagined they would have such good night's sleep. And they woke up, they drank the coconut water with lemon and it tasted so refreshing, and they were so used to drinking tea and coffee in the morning. So then they sat down with the priest talking while the priest did some pranayama, breathing in yoga, and they also tried to do a little bit of pranayama, breathing and meditation and yoga. So, and then the priest said that priest will come with them and serve them. So to this, Jerry and Rocky said that they have some money on them and they would like to, they offer the priest. And priest said no. They said no, please take it. You need to bring something, you need to buy your rice, you need to buy your ghee and some lentils, so take it. So anyway, they gave the priest some money, and then they said that if they could spend one more night there because they loved it so much. And the priest said, yes, of course, spend here as many days as you wish. So during daytime, they gathered some more hay from the jungle, from the forest, and then they brought up all the hays for the priest to sleep because they were sleeping on hay, and then they somehow made the bed bigger so they all can sleep in it. And after that, they were talking with the priest and asked him how many years he was living there and how it is living there. And then the priest, and also Jerry explained to the priest that how he feels so sad and down. So to this, the priest said that all his life Jerry wanted to gather things, and he gathered a lot. And when we gather a lot, we actually, more we gather, more we feel empty inside, and the more farther we get from our true purpose and true existence. And true purpose and true existence is not to gather and hoard. That's not the true purpose of existence. So what Jerry needs to do now is, instead of receiving, instead of getting money and gathering money, then he needs to start giving more giving. And instead of always saying, oh, I don't know if we have this, I feel sad, or maybe this thing didn't came out good, I feel sad, or maybe this news came out, I feel sad. Instead of that, focus more on others than himself. Focus more, like whenever he feels like, oh, my life is not so perfect because today is not fun. Instead of that, focus on, okay, that guy on the street standing for 7 days doesn't have a place to sleep or a home. Let's give him something. Like that. Focus on others. Put your energy to others because you have everything. You don't need to put your energy on yourself. Use it on others. So they acquired a lot of knowledge, and then they went away, and then the Jerry and Rocky, they started practicing in their life, and they found a lot of relief from their depression and sadness. And they found that by doing this, they felt much more happier by doing good for somebody or taking care of someone's need, instead of always focus all their attention on themselves. And then after that, whenever they went for hunting, they always started going once in a month, and they would visit the priest, and they would bring a lot of things for the priest. They they would bring blankets for the priest and pillows, and they would bring the bag of rice and lentil and sack of potatoes and lot of seeds for growing all kinds of vegetables. And they would bring sometimes fertilizer and lot of containers to keep water and things like that. And then they started getting some contractors in so they can make a one bedroom bathroom solid house for the priest. And they did all those, and they felt really amazing. And why didn't want it, even the priest did not want it to live in a solid house, but they still built it for the priest because they felt like at night time there were a lot of animals coming out in the forest, and by priest living in this mud house and hay roof, I mean any animal can attack him at night time when he's sleeping. The priest didn't mind, but they did it out of their generosity because priest taught them, and they felt much better by doing things for people. And after that, Jerry and Rocky, they both started doing a lot of social work and social services to the actual needy people, and they felt a great relief. So something the priest taught them, which really gave them a lot of happiness and joy in life. And the meaning of true Christmas is giving, not just getting what kind of gift I got and how much money I got or what I didn't get. It's actually what can I give to people, and what am I going to get after giving is the joy of giving, the smile. But this joy will not come if I go to a millionaire friend's house and give that millionaire lady a diamond ring and she'll say, oh yes, another one to add it to my collection, where I got probably 10 more, and that's not going to give me a joy. The joy is when I can give something to the homeless person or a person sitting on the street, give some food, something that person could have and make them feel good. And in return, I feel good. So that's the giving. So they gave a lot of things to the priest, building a house, and then priest loved praying, so next to the house they built him a nice temple where he can pray and meditate and harness his sun energy to heal the world. So this was a story for giving for Christmas, and it's the true meaning of Christmas. So I hope you like it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody, and stay well. See